Oh, just scared me half to death. I'm pouring fluid in, filling it up, getting ready to start this up. I hear coolant pouring out of the back end of the engine. Ah! Really freaked me out. I was like, oh no, is there a giant crack in the head or freeze plug or what's going on? Then I noticed I just forgot to put the little sensor in its place. Yeah, that'll leak water. The struggle of engine builds. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the JeepSolid garage. Super exciting day today, and honestly, I'm quite a bit nervous. We're gonna try to start the stroker build. I'm finally done. I did all the final wiring and everything. I'll put photos of that on my Patreon page. Check that out. If you want to see a full diagram of how I wired everything up, leave me questions and comments there. This has been months, maybe a year in waiting. Finally time to start this. All we gotta do is fill it with some oil, prime the pump, drop the distributor cap on, start it up. Let's get to it. And the reason that I'm a little bit nervous is my last engine build that I did, my first start, I got a crank and no start. Just over and over, and oh, it was such a terrible feeling. All that work and it wouldn't start. Finally figured it out after a few days of investigation. It turned out to be a bad ground. Once I got that ground fixed, started right up. Vroom! A great feeling, but initially, oh, just devastation. So I've been working on this stroker for, what? It's been close to a year since I initially started this, I think. So this is super exciting. We'll see how it goes here. Filling it up with some good quality engine break-in oil. You have to use, with the flat tappet cam, make sure you have a high zinc oil with no detergents. So we'll fill this up here, check the level, prime the pump, get it started. Now, because all the oil galleys on this are dry, completely dry, we're gonna prime the oil pump. So I got a flat blade screwdriver here. The drive mechanism for the oil pump is right down here through the distributor. Got a long extension with a flat blade on it. And the bit on there is a locking bit, like it locks onto this, because I would hate to drop the bit down there. That'd be a nightmare. So we're just gonna get this in place and drive that pump a little bit. Cool, cool. Now let's find top dead center on cylinder number 1 on the compression stroke. So I can drop my distributor in, have the timing all correct for firing on cylinder 1. So I'm gonna spin the crank here. It's probably the hardest part of the whole ordeal here. Let me make sure it's not in gear. I don't think it is. Must be, because I'm spinning it. Wouldn't turn it off if it was in gear, but let me double check. All right, I've actually got my compression tester on there, hooked up to cylinder 1, and I just want to make sure I'm finding top dead center on the compression stroke. You can do this without, I've done this before without the compression tester. You just put your finger over the hole, and when you feel it starting to blow air, you know that's the compression stroke. But this is gonna be a little bit easier for me to see. Okay, I got top dead center by turning the 3/4 nut on the end of the crank there. And actually I took my compression tester off. I could feel it easier just putting my finger over it when I was getting compression, because you have a compression stroke and an exhaust stroke. You wanna make sure you're on compression stroke. And we are at top dead center, 0 on our timing. I got a little white dot on the vibration dampener there on the timing mark. That just makes it a lot easier to find top dead center and your timing there. Just gonna drop the spark plugs back in place here. And I used Engine Tech's rebuild kit, their master rebuild kit on this. Used all their pistons and rings and all their gaskets, bearings, their new timing chain. All the parts are from Engine Tech. So they are the sponsor of this stroker build. Their website's linked in the description below. I've been super happy with their parts. Never had an issue with it. That was weird. Got a weird click on my socket wrench here when I was tightening this one. Definitely wasn't going too tight. The socket wrench just clicked weird and made me nervous. Like, oh, did I break a spark plug? Oh no. So I had to double check that. But anyways, yeah, Engine Tech's website is listed in the description below. They've been a sponsor of my channel for actually a few years, and I really appreciate their products and service. I've been very happy with it. So check out their website, linked in the description below. All right, let's drop the distributor in. I gotta get it to catch the oil pump down there. Oh, there we go. Dang, good job, Dale. And the final hookup. Boom. I think we're ready. Honestly, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was nervous. All right, big moment. So first I'm gonna just click it on and see if I hear the fuel pump come on. Yep, fuel pump's on. Let me do that a couple times just to prime the system. Because the fuel line is completely empty. And I have gas, that's good. Checking the fuel injectors, make sure I didn't have a leak there. It all looks good. As soon as it starts up, I need to make sure I have oil pressure. If I have oil pressure, I'm gonna hop out and just check for leaks. And then we'll take it from there. Like, fuel pump keeps kicking on. Just building pressure, I guess. Let's just try to start it. Here we go. We're in neutral. Come on. Come on, baby. Oh no, come on. Let me check a few things real quick. Smell fuel, everything looks good. Everything looks good. No trips, let's try again. Come on, baby. Fuel pump keeps kicking on. I wonder if I just don't have pressure. Let me check my fuel pressure. Gotta get the camera rolling just in case. Fuel pump keeps kicking on. Let's give it a little gas here. See what it does. Battery or starter's getting tired here. Just gonna make sure I got fuel pressure here. Yep, so we definitely have good fuel pressure. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually advance the rotor one tooth here, see if that lines it up better, and maybe it'll start then. So I put the timing back on top dead center right at 0, and I like the position of the rotor there better. It's actually on the exhaust stroke right now, but still, if you flip this 180, it's pointing in a better spot for top dead center. All right, take 2. All right. Advance the timing a little bit. Check again here. Fuel pump kicks on. Ooh, that was more exciting. That was closer, it was firing at least. All right, I got a battery jumper on there just to give it a little more juice. Let's try firing it a couple more times here. Ooh, that sounds a lot better. Another try here. I am just gonna double check that I'm top dead center on compression and not top dead center on exhaust. Thought I had it right, but I'm gonna double check. Maybe what I thought was the compression stroke was actually exhaust. Hey, Sash.
Hi.
So Sasha's helping a little bit. Just turn it over, checking spark right now. Go ahead and turn it over, Sash. All right, you ready? Check this out. Go ahead, David. You want to try to start it?
Oh, yes.
We fiddled with the distributor quite a bit, and look! It runs! Yay! All right, go ahead and kill it. So the distributor, the timing, David came over, helped me out a bit. We just fiddled with the timing of the distributor a bit. It was off one tooth. but we got it working. Thank you, David, for your help. I really appreciate it. There you go. Stroker's up and running. I need to break it in, so I'll cover that more in a little bit. Check out my next video right up here. Thanks for watching. And then what finally clued us in is I undid the mounting bolt on the distributor. And while David was starting it, I had my glove on. And I was just turning the distributor a little bit until it fired. And that's when we knew, okay, that's where it needs to be.